Hi, I'm Jim Gordon.
I'm Lita Leapin.
And welcome to another edition of Our City Tonight.
Well, you might notice a lot of commotion behind us. We're here at the very popular Italian Day on the Drive.
Oh, Lita, it's very crowded. It's a beautiful summer Sunday and lots of stuff happening here, including our friends at Bosa Foods right behind us. We're going to talk to them again about some of the stuff they're doing here today.
Yeah, and you might, for those that don't know this particular event, this is on Commercial Drive, and it is an annual event.
Yeah, it's great. Want to say hi to the Italian Chamber of Commerce Canada West as well. We'll get to all of that and more after you watch this.
This segment is brought to you by Bosa Foods, with 2 locations to serve you. Bosa Foods, authentic Italian.
Right here at Italian Day on the Drive, I am here with Gino, and he is Bosa Foods cheese expert. What cheeses are you focusing on today?
So today we have one type of cheese here. This is a Provolone Valpadana PDO cheese. This is the mild variety that we're sampling to the good folks here on Commercial Drive. It is a traditional cheese from southern Italy. This one uses a ancient spinning technique for the curd. So this is what gives it this nice texture that it is here.
Wonderful. So I'm gonna have a little piece of this on camera, of course.
Oh. Yeah, so it's a nice soft mild cheese that's really great to have at a party. This is great to slice. You can cook with it. It has a wonderful melting texture as well. And it's just, honestly, I grew up on this stuff at home, whether it be in my sandwiches that my nonna would make for me. It's a type of product that really invokes a lot of those memories.
Perfect. Well, you can get that at Bosa Foods. Thanks, Gino, for sharing that with us.
Well, we have stepped off the very busy Commercial Drive, just about 100 yards, one of the quieter side streets. Joined again, 3rd time on the show. She's already a talented superstar on our show. Christina joins us to talk about some good stuff we're doing here today and what you do around the year.
And we want to ask you about your relationship with Italian Day on the Drive. You've had a long time relationship.
We have. We've been a proud sponsor for 10 years now with the Italian Days, and we just really want to give back and be part of the community, and this is a great way of doing it. I mean, we've seen it out there. There's a lot of people, and we've got some great products that we'd like to share with everybody today, and we're just happy to be part of the community. It's an amazing day.
Oh, yeah, it's great to showcase your products, and there's certainly no shortages of people lined up, as we found when we were filming inside their station area. Yeah, this is a great day, but this is one day, and it's wonderful. But you also do a lot of year-round stuff, as I mentioned off the top, and a group that you really are a big supporter of is the East End Boys and Girls Club.
Yes, exactly, yes. We've been supporting them for over a dozen years, and we just love being part of their group because it's so important to give back to the community, and giving back to them has just been very satisfying for us because we made a difference with the lives of so many young people in our community.
Part of this segment in Bosa about giving back, let's talk to some folks right now from the East End Boys Club and Girls Club. It's Jim, it's Tanya. Jimmy, I'll start with you. Let's talk about your relationship, how long it has been with Bosa, and how important they are to what you do.
Wonderful. Well, we've been with the Bosa family for the last 12 years, and they've been so supportive of the programs that we're offering in Eastside Vancouver. During the year's 12-month program, during the summer, intense caps, 18 of them, and what we do is the kids do not pay a single penny, and the Bosa family has given us the financial means to continue these programs.
Hey, Tanya, can you expand on what Jimmy was saying a little more about what people like to know where that money is going? Give some specific examples to pick up where Jim left off.
Yeah, so some of the things that Bosa Foods helps us with is they help us with every week when we have our meetings, we have food for the kids because who doesn't want food, right? So we order food for them so that the kids can come. And other things that they provide are when kids cannot afford grad shoes or grad dresses, a lot of that money goes towards that. And also Bruno Benedict himself, he's been a good friend of
Bosa
mine for
Foods,
many,
yeah,
many
yeah.
years from Bosa Foods. He also was a mentor for our boys and tells them what real business is. And he also, Bosa Foods does hire a lot of our boys and our girls.
Nice.
And if that isn't give back to the community, I don't know what is.
Hey, Jimmy, you get the last word. Where can people find out more about the East End Boys and Girls Clubs?
Please go on our website, and you can get there by www.eeboysclub.com, and you will see all the information about the summer camps and the work that we do from September to June. So Bruno Benedict and Bosa, thank you.
Thank you so much, you guys. Thank you from the bottom of our hearts.
Well, back with Claudia. She was on the show a while back. She's with us again. We're here in the Bosa Foods station or booth area. Claudia, we were talking about La Familia not long ago because they had these great new syrups for coffees and other drinks, but it's summertime. I want a cool drink. La Familia is one of your big partners. You take it from there.
Yes, good afternoon.
Good afternoon. Sorry to take you away from work. Thank you.
Welcome. So this is our brand. La Familia is our pop. It came from Sicily, Italy. Actually, is a nitrate-free product, less sugar. It's really good. They don't have any active inside. So it's actually really good. And an espresso one is amazing.
You wanted me to try that, but at my age, I'll be awake till 4 a.m. But I don't really have a favorite because they're all really good.
No, they're all really good. Actually, all fresh. Keep in the fridge. But an espresso one with the highest milk actually is a very good.
All right, I might have to risk trying that. Well, cheers. Oh, it's delicious. Cheers.
Well, we've moved from one end of Commercial Drive. We're not quite at the end, but we're here in Grandview Park, and now we are joined with two other special guests. We've got Ilaria from the Italian Chamber of Commerce Canada West, as well as Armando. You are with Bosa Foods. And so what we're going to talk about is the collaboration that you guys have had for so many years.
Yes.
So we'll start with you, Armando.
We are actually here today to collaborate, as you mentioned, with the Italian Chamber. We know you guys since 20 plus years, I guess. And we're here today to collaborate with them with fantastic drink. It's awesome weather, very hot, refreshing drinks, La Familia, directly from Italy, and also Parmigiano Reggiano. We provided them and sourced for them the best Italian Reggiano that come directly from the Parma region, right?
Yeah.
And yes.
And it's great. It's a great collaboration. Bosa Foods provided all these sort of samples so your guests can start to learn a little bit more about this great product as well as Parm. And so, Ilaria, tell us about your relationship with Bosa Foods.
Yeah, well, we're very happy to be here with you guys. Haven't tasted the Parmigiano yet, but I'm sure that's fantastic. So come taste it in our area. We've been working for the Authentic Italian Day table now this is the 5th year we've been doing this, the 3rd year in Grandview Park. So we have a number of vendors, but we're super happy for this collaboration and to have this amazing sodas in this super hot summer day.
It's a perfect day for Italian Day on the Drive and a perfect collaboration of Bosa Foods and the Italian Chamber of Canada West.
This segment was brought to you by Bosa Foods, with 2 locations to serve you. Bosa Foods, authentic Italian.
Well, back here at one of the events we don't cover enough, actually. It's the Cocktail Week here in Vancouver. Happened a little while back, but we're filming this in early March, and joining us is a familiar face, Yuki from Access Planning Inc., who, Yuki, you turned us on to, and our viewers on to, some great cocktails from the Choya brand, Japanese brand, but you've got another brand that you want to talk to our viewers about that is very popular and is now available here.
Okay, thank you very much, Jim-san. Thank you for having us. Basically, we have a new blend just came in the market. It's the number one. It's also the biggest and the best shochu producer from Japan, Kirishima Shochu. That's we're gonna just show that this kind of cocktail week. Thank you.
And you must be excited because we've had a number of emails from viewers going, wow, I love the Choya brand, I'm enjoying the cocktails, but this is something that you're bringing in that's new to our people, our viewers here, to Canadian citizens.
Yeah, well, is it because the shochu is not really familiar with the local market, but you know what, shochu is the most popular alcohol beverage from Japan. It's bigger than the sake actually. So then Kirishima Shochu is the number one. So then we're gonna exciting about it to introduce the shochu in this local market. Thank you.
Well, as we've done before with Yuki and Access Planning, we're joined by a third member here in the interview. It is, I want to get this right, it's Rina Kanazawa. That right, folks? There we go. She is the international sales rep for Kirishima Shuzo.
Yes.
Thank you. Okay. We're going to translate here. It'll all work out like we've done in the past. Okay, Yuki mentioned how popular this is in Japan. It has found its way to our shores and other parts of the world. For people that don't know about this, tell us what shoshu is.
So basically, the shochu is the distilled alcohol. The first actually the process is sort of a fermentation process. Then after that, distill until the clear kind of actually the liquor. So basically, shochu is a distilled alcohol, not the fermentation alcohol. And then it actually low kind of a calorie and it's zero sugar in it. So much popular than the sake actually.
Rina, tell our viewers who don't know about this, tell them about the Kirishima Shuzo.
So basically, Kirishima Shuzo is established in 1916 in the Miyazaki Prefecture in Japan. And then since then, Kirishima Shuzo is brewed, actually distilled, is a shochu, is made from the potato. So basically, that's actually the 12 years consecutive years number one. Its annual sales and the top kind of a brand.
Okay, Rina, tell me more about Kirishima Shozu.
So basically, the shochu is a distilled alcohol, as I said earlier. It's basically made from the sweet potato, kogane sengan. That's a special kind of a sweet potato, good for the shochu. But also that the water is on the process, is adding on the water in it. So it's called the Kirishima Denkasui. It's a soft water, but the groundwater is 100 meter deep from the ground level. So basically, very pure water and good for the shochu. And then last basic kind of ingredient is the koji. That's the black koji. That's a special type of the yeast. They're gonna use those are the black koji. And then for this kind of Kirishima shochu. That's a kind of one of the very top topics. It's for this kind of ingredient.
Rina, last question. Tell our viewers how to enjoy Kirishima Shozu.
In Japan now it's kind of a three-way to enjoy the shochu. The one is on the rock. Next one is the with hot water, and then also that with the soda. So that's basically three kind of way to drink. But also you can add it on that the kind of stress kind of fruits in it, very refresh kind of taste. But also the kurokiri, akakiri, that's available in Canada now. So Red Label is good for the high acidity kind of a food and a rich kind of a food, and also the Black Label Kuro Kirishima is actually good for the strong taste like a meat cuisine. That's no problem. Really kind of a good beverage for the that kind of a strong taste food.
Well, there you go. It's another great segment with our friends at Access Planning, introducing our viewers and myself. If Lita were here, she'd be sampling it right now. A wonderful new brand we recommend you try. It is, I had it earlier, folks, pretty darn good, actually. It's the Kirishima Shozu, and we've got Rina here and Yuki here. And more information, as we always like to say, it's accessplan.com. Well, last but certainly not least is the man who makes the cocktail we've been talking about in this segment. Joining us is Coulter, who is a bartender at Coachella in Gastown, correct?
Yeah, Cuchillo in Gastown is where I work. It's a great place. Definitely check us out if you're in Vancouver. Make great Latin American food and even better drinks, in my opinion.
Okay, well, let's talk about this matcha made in heaven. We've talked about the company, the product. Tell me what you've done with this beautiful drink, which I will be sampling very quickly.
So we've got here matcha made in heaven. It's a matcha cocktail with our Kirishima Sochu right here. It's got grapefruit juice and yuzu. The yuzu is super, super fresh. It goes really well with the herbal notes of the matcha. And then we have all the flavors from the sweet potato liquor right here that kind of lingers and just adds some richness to the cocktail. A little bit of mint sprig on top just to keep that fresh in your nose. And the matcha made in heaven aspect is because grapefruit makes you metabolize caffeine at a faster rate. So you're getting extra buzz from the caffeine from the matcha tea that we've added into this cocktail here.
Is this a seasonal cocktail? Is there a special time of the year where you'd want to be serving this to people?
I would definitely want to serve this in the spring. It's like really, really fresh, fruity, zesty. It's definitely something that I'd enjoy on like a day, like one of those first early days of the spring where it's nice and sunny out. Yeah.
Coulter, appreciate your expertise.
Thank you for talking to me.
Well, we hope you're enjoying the show. We just want to take a moment to remind you to check out the print version of our TV show.
That's right. We've got a number of print versions, including the Richmond Sentinel, one of our big partners, of course. And we're looking at, well, this was a nice cover of us, but we also have some recent guests on the cover of the Richmond Sentinel. You can check it out in print, of course. You can also check out all the editions online at their website. And you can also check out a lot of the stuff we do on this show on the Richmond Sentinel website.
And what is that website, Jim?
richmondsentinel.ca. Now back to the show.
Here we are at Hydra in the Cabana Room, and a familiar face for our show, Chris, who is maitre d' as well as sommelier here.
Correct.
Is that a new title too?
Relatively. That's been at least this year.
Yeah, it's perfect. And you do it all here for sure.
Right.
Now, we're going to talk about some food. We are in the midst of summer.
Getting into spring and summer, yeah.
Very excited. I think it's past spring now.
Yes,
we're into
okay, we're full summer, yeah.
Full summer.
Yeah, the summer's on, the Canucks are out, okay.
Yes, yeah, well, that was some time ago. But anyways, we won't think about this. We're going to think about this great food. And I'm going to dive right into one of my favorite fish. Halibut season is upon us.
Right. Yeah, and we have our beautiful halibut feature as usual, using a beautiful local line-caught halibut, beautiful beurre blanc. We do some charred asparagus, tomato, and artichokes, and our traditional hydra patates. Great little summer seafood dish. Love to have a glass of Chardonnay next to this.
Yeah, we got some clear liquid here,
okay.
Which is not like us, but this is going into July and
even into August, yeah. Halibut still swim late
they
in the
still
summer.
swim in late in the summer. Good. Well, you guys will be catching all the fresh ones. So now we have some happy hour food that we love.
Thought we'd take the opportunity to point out the great value of some of our $12 happy hour appetizers, like our beautiful calamari. One of the best calamaris in the city, just local Humboldt squid, dredged in flour, well-seasoned, crispy deep-fried little tzatziki on the side. Our happy hour keft patties, these are a lamb meatball, harissa, beautiful flavoring to it, a little chèvre goat cheese on top. This roasted red pepper and tomato sauce. I recommend when you come for happy hour, you spring for the little side of pita bread to go with this so you don't waste any of that sauce. Oh, look, I have pita bread here to go with our beautiful spreads platter. I think most of our audience is probably pretty familiar with tzatziki and hummus, classic Greek fare. We also do a beautiful spread called meletzana, which is essentially a charbroiled eggplant mashed up with green onion, olive oil, garlic, salt, pepper, lemon. Totally vegan, but has a nice smoky, meaty taste to it. And this is tarama, or tarama salata. Kind of a pureed potato base, a little bit of yogurt, cod roe, again, salt, pepper, lemon. We West Coast ours up with a little bit of smoked salmon.
Wonderful. Well, I maintain that Hydra still has one of the best happy hours in this city and definitely downtown. So thanks, Chris, for joining us on Our City
Thanks very
Tonight.
much for coming back. Always a pleasure to have you guys.
Our City Tonight is bringing to you a new series for the 55 plus called Healthy Horizons. In these segments, we'll be talking with professionals about health and wellness, free senior services, online safety, financial management, and alternative medicine.
Well, as the introduction said, we're starting a new series of segments, mainly because as the population continues to get older, and I, of course, am one of them, we wanted to do a series of segments that would help people in that 55 up deal with nutrition, exercise, where to get help, how to avoid scams online, financial advice, how to look after your grandkids, a whole bunch of segments. The first one we're going to do is with our guest who is a regular columnist at the Richmond Sentinel, one of our big partners. She also has done a series of segments with me for the Richmond Sentinel on a whole bunch of great issues, but this is her first time on Our City Tonight, and we're here at Hamilton High Street Senior Residence. Rika Mansingh joins us. Rika, wow, a lot of credentials. I love talking to you because you are a registered dietitian, you are a meditation expert, a philanthropist, a podcaster, you're also a best-selling author. We wanted to have you on first because I've often asked you about things nutrition-wise as I get older. I'm more concerned about that than I was 30 years ago. So we want to talk about nutrition today. First of all, welcome and thanks for joining us.
Thank you so much. I'm always so grateful to be here.
It's great to have you. Let's talk about maintaining good nutrition, particularly and how important it is for seniors.
Yes, Jim. Good nutrition is essential for seniors to help support overall health, cognitive functioning, and support a strong immune system. Heraclitus wisely said, "The only thing that is constant is change."
Right.
As we age, our bodies also undergo several changes. Our metabolism slows down, muscle mass decreases, and nutrient absorption diminishes. I like to see proper nutrition as a golden ticket for seniors to help navigate these changes, maintain a healthy weight, boost energy levels, enhance their quality of life, and also reduce the risk of chronic diseases like cardiovascular disease, hypertension, and diabetes.
One of the things that I like accessing you about is looking for key nutrients to stay healthy, because you really need to do your research and know what you're looking for. Let's talk about that for our viewers.
So seniors should prioritize several nutrients, but I'd like to highlight the importance of protein and fiber. We need protein because it's vital for muscle mass and strength, which we know decreases with age.
Right.
So it's important to include protein at every meal. For example, your fish, your eggs, your lean meat, your poultry. You could have your plant-based sources, your beans, your peas, your lentils. The other ingredient is fiber. Fiber is important for digestive health, and it's also important to prevent constipation, which, Jim, is a very common side effect of many medication that seniors take. So it's important to include your whole grains, your fruit, your vegetables, and maybe include a fiber supplement to provide additional relief from constipation.
That's important too, isn't it? Because I really religiously rely on a daily fiber supplement, even though I have fiber in my diet.
Yes. Yeah, and that could happen. Some people do need additional fiber, but remember, always combine fiber with fluid. You need fluid to help the fiber work well and stay active.
Let's talk about taking supplements, another thing that I'm very serious about. And one thing I want you to explain to our viewers, because I've never heard of it, K2. Let's start with the supplements and then tell our viewers about K2. I've never heard of this before.
Okay, I'm going to weave my way into K2. So first of all, I'd like to just highlight that food first is a dietitian motto for sure.
Right.
However, many seniors may benefit from a supplement sprinkle, especially if there are nutrient deficiencies or drug-nutrient interactions.
Right.
You see, Jim, many medication can alter your taste, cause nausea, decrease appetite, and this can lead to inadequate nutrition. There are also medications that decrease your absorption of iron, folic acid, vitamin B12, and this can cause anemia, fatigue and weakness, depression, and short-term memory loss. Also, certain medications like your antacids, your antihistamines, your proton pump inhibitors, some diabetes medication, they inhibit your absorption of vitamin B12. And studies have found, Jim, that vitamin B12 deficiency can actually is actually linked to depression and short-term memory loss. So if you've ever had those those frequent lapses in your memory, forgot where you kept your car keys or where you parked, or you went into a room to fetch an item and suddenly you're
Every day.
Why did I come here?
Every day. Yeah.
So the frequency of those forgetful symptoms may be your brain's way of reminding you to check your vitamin B12. Now, we get our vitamin B12 from our lean meat sources, your egg yolk and all your meat sources, or you could get it in supplement form. And while we're on supplements, Jim, I'd like to also highlight calcium and vitamin D, the dynamic duo for bone health, especially if falling into the high fall risk category and prone to osteoporosis and fractures. Very important though, when you're taking calcium, to include vitamin K2. Now, this is something that is relatively new in terms of studies and research, but vitamin K2 is regarded as the calcium conductor, which ensures that the calcium that we eat is actually directed towards our bones and not towards our arteries, which can cause calcification and blockage. So it's important to include K2, foods rich in K2, for example, your fermented soybeans or fermented food, sauerkraut, your egg yolk, or you could take a vitamin K2 supplement.
Lastly, let's talk about some effective strategies to ensure seniors receive adequate nutrition.
Yes, so definitely, Jim, skip on skipping the meals because that could lead to nutrient deficiencies.
Right.
Definitely include small, frequent meals to maintain weight and hydration, metabolic function. And I would say include nutrient-dense, colorful fruit and vegetables in your meal. Definitely also consider a dinner plate would have a portion of salmon, for example, providing your brainy fats and protein. If you add on a side of broccoli, you're getting some calcium and fiber, and you could have a side of quinoa, for example, providing more fiber and protein. So by embracing these simple strategies, seniors can empower themselves to maintain their health and ensure a vibrant, fulfilling life.
People have questions, where else can they find you?
Oh, as well, they can reach me on my website, www.rikadietthewellness.com, or email info@rikadietforwellness.com.
And the website is Rika Diet?
Yes, rikadietthewellness.com.
Excellent. Hey, thanks for being our first guest, Rika Mensing. Of course, you can read all about her and see her videos on the Richmond Sentinel. Hear from Hamilton High Street senior residents.
Closed captioning and other promotional considerations provided by Hamilton High Street Senior Residents, Richmond's newest senior living community.
Well, we're still here in Grandview Park, Italian Day on the Drive, and enjoying this beautiful summer day.
Boy, they really timed this weather. It's summer. It is officially here. Lita, good time today. Thanks to our friends at Bosa Foods for joining us on a great day. I'm Jim Gordon.
And I'm Lita Leapins.
We'll see you on the next edition of Our City Tonight.
Don't forget to check out 10 years worth of episodes and individual interviews, all on the Our City Tonight YouTube channel. The Richmond Sentinel, providing news, entertainment, and human interest stories in print and online.